But now it's time for fight number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the next fight, which is in the lightweight division with Cage Warriors. Please welcome both men as they make their walk to the ring. First up from Bridgewater, it is Shaun Laidback Luther.
Well, it's time for our second contest here at the Cage Warriors 87 prelim card. Making his way to the cage for this lightweight contest, Shaun Laidback Luther. Bit of a mixed bag in terms of his record, Josh. 3 wins against 3 losses, so going to be looking to tip it in a positive fashion here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, looking to get back from that 50-50 kind of record. 24 years old, has a reasonable amount of experience underneath him. One thing to note with those 3 wins, though, they are all by stoppage, so he does like to get the job done inside the distance. A good bit of aggression there. This is actually his 4th match this year. Very, very active. It's his 2nd fight with us here on Cage Warriors. Picked up a loss at Cage Warriors 85 in June, a decision to Luis Finocchio.
Well, as you say, Josh, we have seen him before. We spoke to Luther earlier on this week, and he said he feels though he does have that mixed record. He's proved that he's good enough to be fighting here at Cage Warriors, regardless of the result last time. He's excited to go up against another opponent with a high skill level, and he'll be looking to prove why he deserves to fight top flight fighters here tonight. And you have to admire an attitude like that.
Yeah, it's exactly the attitude you need to push forward and try and move that career on. You know, early losses can be negated. He's just got to get it done tonight.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome his opponent. He is from Blaenavon in Wales, and he is Mason the Dragon Jones.
Well, we're here in Wales, Josh, so of course we were going to get a dragon at some point in the evening. Mason the Dragon Jones making his professional debut here tonight. No stranger to combat sports though, does have a 3-0 boxing record. However, he struggled to find opponents, and often we'll see that with hot prospects. He's come flying out the starting gate. Nobody fancied boxing him, so he thought, hey, I'll go where the real tough guys are and fight in mixed martial arts.
Yeah, but it's always exciting to see those boxers who make the decision to legitimately cross over. And then the question mark is, you know, how are they going to work in the ground game? He's representing Pedro Besa team tonight, and of course you see very well-known Welsh black belt Greg Creel in his corner, so I have no doubt that he's going to have picked up the ground game well, but let's make no bones about it. The stand-up is really where he likes to keep this.
Absolutely, and of course we mean no disrespect to boxers, they're obviously very tough guys too. You'll need to look at the likes of Jack Marshman, another Welsh here on Cage Warriors, who was able to translate a very lengthy military boxing background into some stunning results here on Cage Warriors, and now with the UFC. So let's see what Mason Jones, the 22-year-old, can do. Can he follow in the footsteps of Jack Marshman?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is 3 rounds in the Cage Warriors lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He has a professional record of 3 wins, 3 losses. Standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, he weighed in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Bridgewater, England, Shaun Laidback Luther. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist making his professional debut tonight. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in at 156 pounds. Fighting out of Blaenavon, Wales, Mason the Dragon Jones. And when the action begins, the referee in charge, Rich Mitchell.
Referee Rich Mitchell, one of the best in the business, about to get this one underway. Shaun Luther in the brown and white camo. Mason the Dragon Jones in the black.
Ready.
3 5-minute rounds if they need them in the Cage Warriors lightweight division. Fast and furious start.
Yeah, Mason Jones waving off the touch of gloves. And Shaun Luther looking to get the early strikes out the gate. Oh, look at the change of angle. I mean, that tells you the boxing pedigree of Mason Jones, immediately stepping through to that head slip.
He can box. He can box.
I mean, that
we understand.
Yeah.
Slipping down to the body there.
Ooh, nice.
Tripped his man's feet out from underneath.
That was good timing on the cut kick, really. The timing when the foot was coming down, that's when the weight's most vulnerable.
And you often think, you know, when you've seeing someone step in there against the boxer, they're going to be shooting that double leg back from the changing rooms, but Shaun Luther more than happy to exchange on the feet.
He is, but he is leaving his chin very high as he throws that lead hand out. Good sharp kick from Mason Jones again.
As you say, Josh, that chin is wide open when Shaun Luther throws. He's going to have to shore up those defences before he starts getting tagged here.
I want to see the footwork from Jones again. That was so fast on the first angle change.
And you've got to think nearly everyone in the building's here for Mason Jones tonight. The crowd already on its feet here at the Newport Centre.
I really like how Jones is mixing the kicks in at the moment. Luther having a bit of success with these shots, but they're just a little bit wider, a little bit more sort of arm punches. And he's smiling at Mason Jones. It was another sign. Look how high Jones keeps that right hand when he fires the left out. A couple of times he's cleanly blocked left hooks from Luther.
Well, Josh, I'm reliably informed by the Twitter machine that Mason Jones is a former national judoka and brown belt in BJJ, so not his first rodeo.
Okay, well, must admit, wasn't aware of that. But oh, there you go, lovely body lock and takedown. Immediately looking to move to the back.
Well, every day's a school day, as they say.
Right, let's see if Luther can shake him off the top here. That left hook's firmly in. He's going to sink that deep. I can't quite see what the right leg is doing just yet. He can trap the arm in the process. And look, maybe to come off for an arm bar here. See how deep that left hook has had to go across the thigh. That's really going to shore the position up. But here we go, arm bar.
Oh, rolls
him through.
Absolutely pristine.
Good readjustment for the head, but I love the defense from Luther.
Beautiful sequence there. Trips his man back down. Already attacking the neck here is Mason Jones as he sprawls out.
Yeah, sprawling deep. Looking to move to the back. Really nice armbar sequence from Mason Jones. Just lost it when he allowed his opponent to sit up and didn't quite catch the head again.
Looking for a nice cradle here to control his man. Luther is closing that guard now.
Yeah, he's got to keep that wrist control. He wants any form of offense here. Oh, good work to hit the technical stand-up from the knee shield.
Drags his man back to the ground, but great work from Shaun Luther to get back to his feet, but he's already defending a further takedown attempt from Mason Jones.
Yeah, they were good double underhooks for Jones, kept them nice and high. Left arm's doing the work here again. Good forehead pressure up under the chin.
Short knee on the inside from Luther as he just looks to collect himself a little bit here.
Yeah, Jones looking to drop down on that single, back to the underhook. Trying to find a home for the knees.
Nice short elbow over the top there from Jones. Really has dictated the pace and the positioning of this round so far. Nice clipping left from Luther. Jones answers back with a clean right hand, steps in with a 1-2. Luther throwing the elbow there, but didn't quite find a home for it.
Oh, Jones was looking for a 2-on-1 tie. Yeah, definitely, definitely some stand-up grappling experience going on here.
Firing off a big head kick. Mason Jones relentless in his attack here. Another chopping elbow attempt from Luther, though. Both these guys really throwing everything but the kitchen sink out here.
Yeah, you know what? They're both hitting the short inside shots on the change of range as well. That's really nice. I've got to say, what impressed me most about Mason Jones in that round was the speed of transition when he moved into whatever next sequence he wanted to hit. It was very, very nicely put together when he chose to take it down and transition on the ground.
Yeah, I had the impression, Josh, that we might see like a really scrappy fist fight here, but it's been a real technical display, as we're seeing here in the replay. Some Great combination and counter punching, great footwork from Mason Jones in particular.
That screw shot up the middle could have been nasty. Here's the trip, really took the hips completely out, transitions to the back nicely. Here was the armbar, didn't go for the shin on the back of the head, tried to roll all the way through, and you can see it just allows him to sit up enough. And as he went to regain, Luther was able to cock that elbow back inside and just take some of the pressure and control away from Mason.
That really was a matter of inches there, and we could have had a very different first round.
Ready, coming.
Mason Jones, Shaun Luther touching the gloves this time. Definitely some respect earned as we head into this second frame. Looks to be a small cut on the forehead of Shaun Luther there.
Yeah, possibly one of those inside elbows, maybe finding the mark right down the forehead. And
triple jab from Mason Jones there. Luther coming over the top. Another cuffing shot from Jones there. And we're already seeing a similar pattern there. Oh, tornado kick to the body there. A similar pattern there. It's Jones being the aggressor. Jones coming forward. Luther occasionally landing on the counter.
I mean, what we haven't seen from Mason for quite a while now is the bringing in, well, I was just going to say, bringing in those short kicks into his striking exchanges. And right on cue, he proves me wrong.
Jones again taking the center of the cage here. Just looking to walk his man down and find an opening. Nice uppercut to the body. A right hand lands on the end of that combination. And there's a great economy of shots here from Jones. He's not throwing much that misses.
No, and what he's doing is he's setting everything up off that front hand. You know, he's really using the jab. It's one of those constantly talked points, you know, MMA fighters don't use the jab enough. And Jones is doing a good job of using it to set up a lot of his other techniques.
Looking for a switch kick there. Didn't quite get off the ground with that one.
And the other thing Jones is doing very well here is really controlling the cage, staying very central. Body lock, big suplex perhaps, or is he going to try and drag him down?
Luther ate a big, I believe it was an uppercut there in that combination. Certainly got him thinking, and you instantly saw Mason just put his foot on the gas a little bit more. Looking to take their back now, and does. Attacking the neck, here is Mason Jones.
A good over-under control, trying to hit that body triangle. Just about locks it up, and here he just needs a good solid squeeze. Keep the pressure. Luther doing a good job of turning Jones down to that side. This is how you can push your hips forward and put pressure on that body lock. You see it's about to pop open. All the time though, he's got to be wary of the grips up top here.
Almost as if he's having to fight two battles at once, and of course the body trying to disrupting the breathing as well, but he's got that forearm under the chin.
Yeah, short choke, transitions to the forearm naked.
Luther's back on the chin now.
Yeah, he's just managed to fight his way out. Switches hands though. Good sequence here.
Mason Jones has 2 minutes if he needs it.
I can't see the hand position, but it looks deep.
That's very tight.
Stripped again.
Jones with a big squeeze.
Oh, Luther doing a really good job of stripping the hand and managing to force the mount position.
Fantastic stuff from Shaun Luther there, but now taking a barrage of big shots from top position, forced to give up his back again.
Do you know what? Luther is still, he's putting some very cognizant defense in here. It is very calculated, and it was a calculated risk there to turn and give his back to try and force this scramble position. Really impressive fight IQ from Shaun Luther over these first few defensive moments.
Again looking to roll his man. Jones has just over a minute here, Josh, to attack the neck and finish this one. We hear the referee there just warning about the thumb in the gloves. You can't grip the glove, but you can't put your thumb inside the cuff.
I'd like to see Jones throw a few more strikes here, perhaps. But Luther's done a fantastic job of breaking the body triangle, blocking the body triangle, escaping the mount. Really good technical grappling.
Oh, beautiful short elbow Tito Ortiz style, palming off the forehead there from Mason Jones.
Oh, looking for the mounted triangle now. He stepped over. The hand's just inside and he's going to give up the back. Luther not able to scramble out.
Oh, Luther with a couple of knees up the middle there, back to his feet, and they're slinging leather. Mason Jones with the uppercut, throws an elbow behind it over the top.
I mean, Luther, he's on the back foot in this one, but he's still very much in it. Really would not count him out.
Big spinning back fist there from Shaun Luther. Switch knee from Jones to close out proceedings. What happens in this third round, Josh, if Mason Jones starts to tire? Because Shaun Luther, although he has been on the back foot, he's taking punishment, as we'll see now in these replays. He still seems very much in the fight and game to go.
Yeah, and he's still very much making the correct fundamental decisions. Really above and beyond, you know, some fighters you see. I mean, this was the really good takedown to block the knee, rag down to face plant his opponent. Wasn't able to secure the back, and hit some vicious elbow ground and pound. And this was such a good decision. The turn here, give your back briefly. You see how immediately he gets a turtle and he doesn't give his opponent the chance to sink those hooks in.
Nice escape out the back door there of that mounted triangle.
I mean, that defensive display on the ground gives me a lot of confidence that Shaun Luther, if he can start getting some offense off, could be very dangerous here. However, at this point, you've got to say the pace is really being dictated by Mason Jones.
Well, we weren't sure that this one would see the third round with such a fast and furious start, but see the third round, it
neck, really screwing that forearm into the side of the neck.
Still had the thumbs up in his other hand while he tapped there.
Yeah, you can see he arches his hips in. It's putting so much pressure through the back of the spine as well as the neck. Doesn't really matter that the left hand is on top of the head there. It was so deep under the chin that there was nothing left for Shaun Luther to do.
Commiserations to Shaun Luther after an incredibly hard-fought battle. Mason Jones, take a bow. What a pro debut.
It's going to be interesting to see who wants to match him after that, because that's not a debut performance. That is, I have experience in every range, I've clearly fought in every discipline. That's a very complete performance to have as a professional debut.
Great performance indeed. Let's throw it to our MC, Andy Friedlander, in the cage to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Richard Mitchell calls a stop to this contest at 4 minutes and 48 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by submission via rear naked choke, Mason the Dragon Jones.
There's no secret where people go once they get this belt.
Left hook from McGregor. Until now, he's done. It is all over. History has been made.
It's the pinnacle of my career.